We're Cassie and Bradley, and we've been travelling the world together for 5 years. In 2018, we went on an epic adventure to Sri Lanka. We rented a tuk-tuk and drove the entire country in 3 weeks. In this video, we take you with us to experience the beautiful drive, the friendly locals, the countless puppies, and a near miss with an elephant.
Brad, drive.
So let's get started. Alright, so here we have it. Bradley is driving a tuk-tuk and I am putting my life in his hands. We collected our tuk-tuk, who we named Abigail by the way, and made our way out of the capital city of Colombo. Aren't you cute? We headed towards the Wilpatu National Park where we would spend the night at a safari camp. After our safari experience, we hit the road and made our way to the cultural city of Anuradhapura, which is bursting with history and there's so much to see. The drive is actually only 2 hours by car, but one thing you'll learn is that when you drive a tuk-tuk, everything takes twice as long. Next, it was time to find the beach, so we headed north to Mullaitivu in seek of history about the Sri Lankan Civil War. Unfortunately, we were kind of disappointed by what we've seen, but we did find the beach and we were able to watch the daily catch on the beach, which is basically where the locals use a massive net to catch a load of fish.
Oh my God.
Next, we headed back into the tuk-tuk and headed down the coast for a few hours until we hit Trincomalee. This turned out to be one of the most beautiful places in all of Sri Lanka, and I loved it because it was full of puppies. So we actually didn't do the greatest deal of sightseeing when we were here. Rather, we spent our days relaxing by the beach, drinking one too many cocktails and playing with the dogs. This is the little puppies. They're still milking off mummy because they're so young. So I have to feed the bigger today because the puppies are so young. They're doing a great job as a mother. Next, we headed back inland towards Sigiriya to visit one of Sri Lanka's most famous attractions, Lion Rock. And we got to stay in a pretty awesome hotel too. So it's early morning and I don't have any makeup on, but it doesn't matter because I am in the Cassandra resort and hotel. And this view is pretty awesome. Then we drove the tuk-tuk for half an hour to reach Dambulla, where we spent one night so we could explore the Dambulla Royal Cave and Temple. And we found more puppies. Little video then. Now it was time to drive our tuk-tuk into the middle of Sri Lanka to an area that has become known as Little England, thanks to the cooler climate. The first stop was Kandy and the weather took a turn for the worse. Eventually the rain stopped and we got to explore the Royal Botanical Gardens in Kandy and meet some really friendly locals.
Bradley.
The second spot in Little England was Nuwara Eliya, famous for its tea fields, beautiful waterfalls and all-round beauty.
Good morning.
We spent our time here drinking lots of tea and heading in search for wonderful waterfalls. We even had some help from locals to find them. Taxi? Next, we drove our tuk-tuk to Ella, which is home to some of the most famous sites in all of Sri Lanka, including the Nine Arch Bridge, Little Adams Peak, and countless amazing waterfalls. Going in.
This is all just falling off the truck.
So we've just been driving to get back to Ella and some wood has fallen off the truck blocking the way. And these are, do you want to wave at my camera? Go on, I'm recording. No?
No wave.
Hi. Yeah, there, perfect. After an amazing time in the middle of Sri Lanka, we drove our tuk-tuk to Aragon Bay in search of some surf, sun and lots of elephants. Oh no! Hi Mr. Elephant! Oh, you're so pretty! Hello? He completely rejected me. We sometimes struggled trying to pass elephants on the road. Oh my god! Run! While in Aragon Bay, we actually did our very own tuk-tuk safari. It was pretty awesome trying to spot lots of different animals, but we didn't find any tigers.
Okay, what you might be watching now is the last ever video of Bradley Williams. Just past the crocodile at the side of the road and it looks dead, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe that's a part of his trick. See it there? Look at the amount of flies on it. But I know they're pretty good at sitting still.
Next, we headed to the southern coast of Sri Lanka towards the town of Marissa. This part of Sri Lanka is perfect for relaxing, sunbathing, drinking cocktails and surfing. I can't exactly surf, but Brad gave it his best shot. Our final stop with our tuk-tuk was the town of Unawatuna. It's a popular area famous for its beaches, snorkeling and surfing. It's also where the famous Dalawela beach swing is located. Only a 20-minute tuk-tuk ride is the town of Galle, which feels like you've been transported to a completely different country. Galle Fort is a blend of Portuguese, Dutch and British architecture, and there's so much to discover here. So that was the end of our 3 weeks driving around Sri Lanka in a tuk-tuk. We made our way back up to Colombo by following the coastline and stopped at a turtle sanctuary and some amazing beaches along the way. So if you're thinking of visiting Sri Lanka or driving a tuk-tuk around Sri Lanka, do not hesitate. It will be one of the best journeys of your life. So, would you drive a tuk-tuk around Sri Lanka? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching.